zone is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. Most people think discomfort means something is wrong. But what if discomfort is not a warning sign? What if it is the direction? What if the feeling you're trying to avoid is actually the feeling that appears right before growth? Because every meaningful transformation in life begins with one thing: uncertainty. Every person reaches crossroads in life. Moments where one path feels safe and the other feels uncertain. One path protects your comfort and the other challenges your identity. One path keeps life predictable and the other asks you to grow. And most of us naturally choose comfort because our human brain is designed to protect us from danger. It prefers familiarity over uncertainty, even if the familiar situation is limiting us. That is why people stay in careers they hate, stay silent when they should speak, and avoid opportunities that could change their life. Not because they're incapable, but because discomfort feels threatening. Yet, the truth is this: growth rarely feels comfortable while it is happening. Comfort is not always peace. Comfort is simply repetition. It is staying where things are predictable, where we already know who we are, and where failure is unlikely because risk is absent. But discomfort is different. Discomfort often appears when you're learning something new, entering unfamiliar territory, becoming bigger version of yourself, challenging old habits and beliefs, or moving toward purpose instead of convenience. Think about every important moment in your life: learning to speak in public, starting a new business, leading a team, changing your mindset. None of those experiences feel easy in the beginning because transformation stretches you before it strengthens you. Imagine discomfort is a compass. A compass does not always point toward what is easy, it points toward direction. And sometimes the right direction feels uncomfortable because you've never walked that road before. Many people misunderstand this feeling. They think, I feel nervous, so I must be wrong. But nervousness is not always danger, it's simply growth introducing itself. Now imagine you're standing at a crossroads with two directions, north versus the south. North feels uncertain, challenging, risky, and uncomfortable, while south feels safe, familiar, predictable, and easy. Most people choose south not because it is better, but because it is easier emotionally. The problem is this: a safe life without growth slowly becomes a trapped life. You may protect yourself from failure, but you also protect yourself from possibility. And over time, the pain of staying the same becomes greater than the fear of change. That is why many people wake up years later asking, what happened to my dreams? The answer is often simple. They kept choosing comfort over expansion. I remember a time when I had to step into something completely unfamiliar. One such experience was my participation in the TED. I doubted myself. I overthought everything. Part of me wanted to avoid the opportunity and stay where life felt easier. But I moved forward anyway. Later, I realized something powerful. Discomfort was never a warning, it was evidence that I was expanding. Had I avoided that moment, I would have stayed the same person with the same limits. Growth demanded discomfort. A supporting evidence of my view is about a motivational author and an entrepreneur named T. Harv Eker who strongly believed that the only time you're actually growing is when you're uncomfortable. This was told in the book published in 2005 named The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. This idea was a core of wealth principle. This concept is heavily echoed by the former First Lady of USA, Eleanor Roosevelt, whose famous quote was do one thing every day that scares you. So the next time you face a difficult decision, pause for 3 seconds and ask yourself, is this discomfort real danger or unfamiliar growth? Am I avoiding this because it is wrong or because it is new? If I move through this, who could I become? These questions create awareness, and awareness changes decisions. Because sometimes one brave decision changes the entire direction of a life. Most crossroads in life feel confusing because we are trained to avoid discomfort. But destiny pathfinders see discomfort differently. They do not run from it, they study it, they listen to it. They understand that discomfort is the first sign that growth has arrived. So, the next time life makes you uncomfortable, do not immediately step back. Stop, reflect, and ask yourself, is this feeling trying to stop me or is it trying to transform me? Because maybe the discomfort you feel today is not saying turn around. Maybe it is saying you're finally moving in the right direction.